Baron Productions presents Zorro, The Curse of Capistrano by Johnston McCulley. Part 6, The Blood of the Pulidos. Mr. Valeska had gone with soldiers to the Pulido estate, where he delivered some shocking news.
Don Carlos, Doña Catalina, in the name of the Lord Governor Montesero, I place you both under arrest.
What?
Oh, surely this is some hoax.
I'm afraid not, Signora.
On what charge does His Excellency presume to apprehend us?
The charge, Don Carlos, is high treason, and you and your wife will accompany my soldiers immediately.
This is ridiculous, Senor.
And can we not be trusted to appear at our place of trial? Does our word mean nothing? Or perhaps the hearing is to be held immediately.
So much the better. We can clear ourselves at once.
Very good, sir. We go to the garrison then.
I go to the garrison once this work is done. You and your wife go to the carcel.
What? You would dare to place a lady of stature in a filthy dungeon?
A traitor is a traitor, sir.
Mother, father, what's going on?
Ah, Senorita Isabella, I presume. This saves me the trouble of looking for you. You also were to be imprisoned.
What the blazes?
Sergeant, arrest all three of them.
As you wish, sir. Men!
Right, come here. Hold still.
Don't you dare lay your hands on my family, you overgrown apes. Sergeant, will you not stop this outrage?
I'm afraid I am under orders, Senor. I merely carried them out. Guards, take them.
Horrified by his master's arrest, Don Carlos' servant Manuel hurried to the busy town square, desperate to find help.
Diego! Don Diego, sir!
Manuel, hello, what's the matter?
My master, the Don, senor, and his wife, and the lovely Isabella.
What happened to them? Are they hurt?
Oh, worse, senor. The government's men came and...
Wait a minute. There's Sergeant Gonzalez now. Sergeant, what's going on?
Don Diego, my friend. Just in time to witness me imprison the foul conspirators. Men, bring the prisoners before the dies.
What prisoners? Pedro, what is this?
Diego gasped with horror as his dear Isabella and her parents were led out in chains before the people of Los Angeles, while above them on the dais emerged the familiar figure of Governor Montesero, flanked by Mr. Valeska and Captain Ramon.
Santa Maria, what is the meaning of this, Sergeant?
Silence all, for His Excellency the Governor of California.
People of Los Angeles, many of you are no doubt wondering why I would condone this incarceration, why a distinguished family of the blood should be imprisoned in the manner of drunkards and common thieves. My answer is this: in treachery, all men and women are rendered equal. If you have conspired against the state, or aided those who would defy the crown, then no amount of blood or breeding will save you. This Don and his family are charged with harboring and collaborating with the masked bandit Zorro. As such, they are deemed traitors, and as such, they shall be dealt with until the time and place of their execution. Captain.
And, good people, as a little extra incentive not to follow this foolish family's example, they shall make a small appearance in the town square tomorrow. There, as is customary with all enemies of the state, they shall be lashed to a pole, and you, the citizens of Los Angeles, may dispense justice by what manner of fruits, vegetables, mud, or whatever else you wish to throw upon them for the course of the afternoon.
This is an outrage!
My parents and I are innocent, and you know it.
That will be disproved in good time, Senorita.
And I advise you all to remember that anyone who passes by these traitors and is seen not to exact punishment will be implicated in the charge as well. Sergeant, take them inside.
Very good, sir. Guards!
As the Pulidos were led away, Diego made his way quickly to the front of the crowd, determined to catch Montesero as he descended the dais.
Governor, a word if you please.
Don Diego, 2 visits in one afternoon?
Don Carlos and his family are honourable citizens, Raphael. Why not place them under house arrest? They won't run away. Bring them to trial as gentlefolk deserve. What have you to lose by it?
I believe you heard His Excellency's views on the matter, Senor.
Thank you, Captain. I'll deal with this.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
Now, Diego, I believe I know what this is about. Ramon's told me you've been paying court to the young Isabella, yes? And now you worry that the incarceration of her and her family impacts your good name, do you not?
Well,
You need not fear, my friend. As far as I'm concerned, the Vegas have the best blood in the land. You cannot be held to account if a woman you were courting is found to hold traitorous views. Just be thankful you were not yet betrothed to her. Speaking of which, when this business is over, why not come north with me to San Francisco? I can tell you the senoritas there are far lovelier than here in your Southland. I'll introduce you to the ones of good blood. You let me know your preference, and I'll guarantee the match in person.
well, thank you, Governor.
And I can also guarantee that she'll be of a loyal family, with which it will be no shame to make a contract. Do not panic, mi amigo. We shall get you a good wife. You have my word on that.
I somehow sense he missed the point, Senor.
You're not wrong, Manuel. Actually, while you're here, I wonder if you might send a message for me.
I don't know what to tell you, Mother Superior. I didn't call this meeting.
But why would Don Diego summon all of us to your dining room like this and not be here in person? It makes no sense.
Fashionably late, I expect. We young dons are never one for convention, Mother Superior.
That much is clear, Don Andres.
Anyway, last I heard, Diego was taken up at his townhouse with a head cold.
A head cold? In July?
That sounds just like my son, Friar Philippe. Never keeping to his responsibilities or...
Buenas noches to you all, mi amigos.
Signor Zorro, what are you doing here in my house?
My apologies, Don Alejandro. It was I who called this meeting. Your son Diego was kind enough to act as my proxy so as not to cause alarm.
I see.
I trust we may proceed.
Of course. Go ahead, Signor.
Thank you. As for the rest of you, your place at this table is not by accident. You have each suffered atrocities at the hands of our current regime.
Captain Ramon and his men ransacked my convent and stole the holy crosses from our altar. When Sister Barbara tried to complain, he struck her and had her thrown in the carcel. Naturally, I petitioned the governor.
I assume he wouldn't see you, madam.
Too busy with matters of state, apparently.
That sounds like Montesero. Happy to let his wealthy friends rob and slander innocent people of the cloth, like us.
It's not just the people of the cloth, Friar. Montesero had my house turned over on suspicion that I was you, Zorro. I can't blame him with my physique, but still.
Oh, how distressing for you, Signor.
Everyone please. The injustices of our government affect us all. Now, I have done what I can in the past, but to right this most recent wrong, I shall need all of your help.
I assume you're referring to the obscene treatment of Don Carlos and his family today. Locking them up in the garrison like common criminals.
Indeed I am.
Surely a jailbreak is no challenge for the Curse of Capistrano.
It's not rescuing the Pulidos that worries me, Don Andres. I know Governor Montesero. If once we free this family, he and Ramon will hunt them to the edge of the world if they have to.
So, what's your plan?
We cannot simply release them. We have to prove their innocence, publicly before the governor, and then ensure that he and his officers can never harm them or us again.
But if we don't rescue them, Signor?
I never said I wasn't going to rescue them. In fact, I plan on visiting the garrison this very night. Mother Superior, can I count on your help with this?
Gladly, Signor Zorro.
Look sharp, lads. I want you all in extra care tonight.
You think there'll be some kind of a jailbreak, sir?
Ha! El Zorro can try if he pleases. Oh, I'm spoiling for a rematch with that tricksy little...
Sergeant Gonzalez over here.
What? Reverend Mother, this is no place for you and your sisters. Why, you might be...
Now's at any way to talk to 3 women of the church who simply wish to bring our noble soldiers a little food and wine for this long, cold night.
Food and wine, is it? How very kind of you indeed, ladies.
We'll just leave the baskets here by the gate, senor, and you and your men can help yourselves. Adios.
Adios, then. Well, come along, you men. Get yourself a morsel each and get your duties. Up to it, jump to it.
As the soldiers helped themselves greedily to the nuns' food baskets, Zorro slipped quietly and carefully over the garrison wall.
Good. I'm in. Now for the prison cells.
Are you all right, Mother?
Bearing up, thank you, dear. Just wasn't expecting it to be so cold in here.
Cold, is it? Well, perhaps we should ask them for a blanket or two, eh? Guard!
Carlos, please.
Guard!
Father, you'll get us in even more trouble.
Well, this is preposterous. They've no cause to keep us here, and you know it.
Ramon must have put the governor up to this. He's done it purely because I refused him.
I'm sure you're right. But until we can defend ourselves in court, there's nothing to be gained by...
Prisoners, keep away from the door.
See what you've done. That's the sergeant.
You've nothing to fear, Gonzales. We won't run.
You'll forgive this precaution, ladies, but any tricks and I shoot the Don here.
Has it come to this, Sergeant? Does my word mean so little that you level a pistol at my head?
I don't pretend to understand why we're in this situation, Signor, but I am here to make things easier for you if I can.
Well, a few pillows wouldn't go amiss.
Isabella.
Sorry, Mother. Forget the pillows, Sergeant. Just unlock the door and let us go. That would ease our situation more than enough.
I wish I could, Senorita, but I followed the law in bringing you here, and I follow the law now.
What do you mean, Sergeant?
If, as my captain says, you are collaborating with Zorro, then I may be able to secure your release with information. Tell me everything you know. Where does he go to ground? What are his plans? Who is he behind the mask?
We don't know who he is, Sergeant.
We never harboured him. We didn't know he was coming to the house that night.
Don Carlos, you must tell me. I know Captain Ramon. Once he has this thief in chains, he'll not care about a few insurrectionists like you.
And what about the governor?
Montesero does as Ramon advises. When I capture Zorro, I'll tell them it was your information that helped me bring him to justice, and I'll force that bandit to clear your names in court. Then you can go free, and your reputations will be restored. How about that?
I'm sorry. I can only repeat what we have already said. We know nothing. We have done nothing to aid Zorro but give him food.
You cannot remain loyal to him. Zorro has abandoned you.
I wish we could help you.
Then all I can say is, I hope your word is not proven false by Senor Valesca. Buenos noches to you all.
Stay a while yet, Sergeant.
What the...
Not another word, please, or my blade goes through your back. Isabella, would you be so kind as to relieve the sergeant of his pistol?
With pleasure.
Good. Now, up against the wall, if you please, Gonzales.
Senor Zorro, what on earth are you doing?
I would have thought that was obvious, senor.
Rescue? Oh no. No, I can't have that.
What are you talking about, dear?
Didn't you hear what the sergeant just said? Zorro, we've been accused of harbouring you. If you help us escape now, how is it going to look for us?
I do not have time to argue about this.
I refuse to be rescued, and that's that.
Isabella, do you trust me?
To love is to trust, Signor.
Then kindly assist your father to quit these premises with all possible speed.
Certainly, Signor.
Wait, daughter, unhand me this instant. I will not be rescued. I say I will not be... Oh!
Cruel to be kind, Father.
Isabella!
Mother, come on.
Enjoy your stay, Sergeant.
What, you? Open this door! Open it right now! You coward! You gutless guards! Guards, get down to the cells now!
Head down this corridor and keep going. It'll lead you to the courtyard. I'll draw off the guards.
Come on, Mother. We can support Father between us.
You knocked him out. You actually knocked him unconscious.
This really isn't the time to talk about that, Mother.
But he's your father.
We have to get him out of prison, don't we?
Well, yes, that's a good point. point, but...
You, prisoners, halt!
Put that sword down, please, Corporal.
You won't fire that pistol, you don't know how. Ah!
Apparently I do.
Isabella, you...
Yes, I know, Mother. Try not to swoon.
Hello? What's all this?
Come on, let's go.
Sergeant! Sergeant Gonzalez!
Corporal Ruiz, what happened? Where did they go?
That passage, sir.
You men, after me!
I say, Pedro, isn't it me you're after?
Why, you... Stop! Forget the prisoners and get the highwaymen!
Little help, boys. I've been a bit shot.
I think we're near the main gate.
What's going on? Is the landlady after me?
Not now, darling.
Don Carlos. Out for prison exercise, are we?
Valeska?
I'm afraid that is against regulations, is it not, Captain Ramon?
Indeed it is. Now, if the three of you would accompany me...
I believe the lady already gave you her refusal, Captain.
Then perhaps you and I should have this dance.
Gladly, senor.
In here, lads! We've got them!
Kata, get Carlos out of here.
My, this is fun.
Get after them, men!
So, Zorro, it looks like you're alone.
Your back's to the wall, senor!
And even you can't take all three of us on.
What makes you think he has to?
You won't shoot. You're a girl.
Why does nobody take my warning seriously?
Nice work, senorita. Now, can you keep up with us?
Watch me.
Then on guard, senors.
Gonzalez, take the girl.
Try if you can, Sergeant.
I see your arm has healed, El Capitan.
More than enough to match you, El Zorro.
You fight well, senorita, but you're no match for a professional soldier!
I've just begun to fight, senor.
Your partner's down, Zorro. Care to fight us both?
I don't have to, senor. You've left the door wide open for us. Isabella, take my hand.
Stop them!
Adios, senors.
Zorro, The Curse of Capistrano featured the voices of Daniel Wilmot as Diego and Zorro, Lee Gemmell as Sergeant Gonzalez, Nell Frampton as Isabella, Stephen Mawson as Don Carlos and Friar Felipe, Paul Toy as Captain Ramon, Adrian Roberts as Governor Montesero, Janice Barnes-Newton as Doña Catalina, Dave Parkinson as Don Alejandro, Rachel Lucy Nesbitt as the Mother Superior, Matt Patterson as the Lawyer Valeska, Henry Furnington as Don Andres, Ben Thorburn as the Corporal, Ali Sharman as Manuel, and Natalie Rowe as the narrator. The music was written and performed by Jose R. Dim and edited by Daniel Wilmot. The Curse of Capistrano was based on the novel by Johnston McCulley, adapted to radio by Daniel Wilmot, and produced by Baron Productions.